Alright, so while I sit here and drink my protein shake, I'm going to go through some news that has recently dropped about a whole bunch of things, including Star Wars, Marvel, DC, all of that. So this might be a potentially long video, instead of just making a single video for each of them and being like 5 minutes, although I may as well just pack it all into one. So let's go. Okay, so to kick it off, we're going to talk about some cameos. So there is a rumor going around that Tamara Morrison will be coming to the live screen as Captain Rex in Ahsoka. So this could mean a whole plethora of things, where we could see him come up as like Commander Cody, if he'll even be Boba or any of that. But nonetheless, there is a rumor, and I am incredibly excited for the prospect, and I hope that is to happen. Next up in cameo news, this one is all from Marvel. For Deapool 3, there has been some rumors going around that we'll be seeing a few of the old Fox actors, not just Hugh Jackman, reprising their roles and actually coming into Deapool 3. So that includes James Marsden as Cyclops, sorry if I butchered this, Famke Janssen as Jean Grey, and then we'll be seeing Halle Berry as Storm. So Halle Berry was spotted recently with the like the white kind of platinum hair that Storm had in the original ones. And that's just kind of like sparked more speculation. Some people have said Black Cat in the Sony universe. I'm not sure. I believe it might be Storm. It's relatively short, but that could be relatively awesome. So if they come back, it'll be good. Cyclops needs a little bit of justice done as well. He was done very well, and he's obviously a fan favorite, but a lot of people are thinking that it could have been done a lot better. So we'll have to see how they handle it here in Deapool 3. Now next up, we're going to go over to DC, and this is all for the Flash movie. So we'll start off with a confirmed cameo, and that was none other than, well, the name says it all, Superman Lives. It is Nicolas Cage, reprising, technically, his role as Superman. So there was a scrap project, Superman Lives, about 25 years ago. Tim Burton was set to direct and all of that, and it was going to be starring Nicolas Cage as Superman. So this is actually kind of going to be cool. Like, I feel like, regardless of how you feel about him in the role, that this is just kind of justice. Like, it's just kind of bringing it back, and it's like coming full circle. We get to see him properly in live action, playing the character that he was supposed to. And regardless of, as I said, how you think of Nicolas Cage in the character, I think the story is what makes it a whole lot better and a bit more compelling and like totally understandable. But now we're going to move on to some cut cameos. Oh, cut, scrap, considered, all of the fun stuff. So basically, besides Henry Cavill's Superman, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam, Zachary Levi, Shazam, like characters like that from the old DCEU regime, there was a whole lot that were considered and just inevitably cut. So this obviously includes fan favourite Grant Gustin as the Flash. They're saying that it is cut, but I'm still holding out hope that we'll see it, considering that there was that tweet a while ago saying that there'll be one of the CW Flash characters in there that is not the Flash, apparently, so we'll see how that plays out. Next up is Linda Carter's Wonder Woman. Apparently this was considered, but they just couldn't find a spot to put it, so inevitably it got scrapped. Now, this is where we start getting to the more weirder, obscure ones that I did not actually see coming. So we've got Marlon Brando's Jor-El, which that is quite interesting. I think they may have been tying this into Sasha Calle's Kara, seeing how, you know, obviously Kryptonian, she's one of the, like, she's from the L family in a sense, Superman's cousin, so it would have maybe made sense to see him, but also be bringing back an old actor instead of recasting, since, you know, multiverse shenanigans. Next up is Burgess Meredith's The Penguin. This one shocked me. I'm feeling as if these guys were meant to be, this one and the next one, were going to be considered as the Rogues Gallery for Michael Keaton's Batman in this film. Because that's the only spot I can just really think about, unless there's just him traveling, like Barry, traveling through different multiverses or different Earths and stuff, and he just encounters these people for some reason, kind of like what they did in Crisis on Infinite Earths in the Arrowverse crossover, how they just jumped from Earth to Earth and just quickly showed glimpses of each of them, designated them a number, and showed the characters that we love. The next one, Cesar Romero's Joker. See what I mean? It just, you'd think that it would be the Rogues Gallery, potentially, for Michael Keaton's Batman. It's the only place that it all makes sense. These would be relatively cool. I would like to see some of them. Some of the others, like, I would like to see them all, if I'm actually being fair. But some of them I don't feel like hit as hard. Now, like the Linda Carter Wonder Woman specifically, since we've seen her in a lot of different iterations of like Wonder Woman or Supergirl. We saw her there and all that as well. So I don't know if it hits the same, but if we did see Marlon Brando and Burgess Meredith and all of that, they would have had to have been CGI or digital renderings, as some of the actors unfortunately passed. So it would have been weird to see how that would have been done, but nonetheless, I'm intrigued. Now next, all the cameos out of the way, we're going to talk about some other fun things now. So, this one specifically was The Flash TV show. So I've made a TikTok and an Instagram post on this, but I thought I may as well put it up here as well for people who may have missed it. And that was some cut storylines that we potentially could have seen. So we would have, apparently, if the show kept going, the start of season 10, which has been hinted at for a long time, this storyline, the Forever War with the Chronarchs. This was mentioned in season 7 with Abracadabra, and he, said about the Chronarch in 2064 and all that. And then I do believe as well it was mentioned in Legends of Tomorrow. So Barry fighting Chronarch in the future there. And basically it's just about love being eternal and all the fun things. If you want to see the full in-depth analysis, go check out our TikTok.
I'm doing you a favor by killing you now, Flash. This way, you'll never have to face the wrath of the Chronarch.
Jay, we need to tell Barry what's happening.
We can't. The Forever War may be over, but Barry's still off-world helping to clean up the Chronarch's mess, so until he gets back, there's no way to reach him.
And the next storyline that we would have been able to see, which this one was insane, is the Blackest Night. Supposedly he was trying to plan that with characters from all the different DC TV shows, including Superman and Lois, Titans and Stargirl. So whether they were with Necron's army, or whether they were actually with Team Flash on our universe, fighting against the threat, that was to be discussed, we don't know. But the whole storyline nonetheless would have been absolutely intense, and I would have definitely been down for it. So those are just two of the biggest ones to come out of that. But there were also other things like Julian Albert and Patty Spivot coming back as a crime-fighting couple named Hot Pursuit, and just some weird more Chester and Allegra shenanigans which we don't speak of. Another thing to come out of movie news lately, as we all know, there is the writer's strike going on in America, which has impacted a lot of TV shows and movies and all of that in the industry. Specifically, one that has been impacted a lot was Deadpool 3. And it hasn't necessarily halted production, but we're seeing that there is the writer's strike happening. This has prohibited Ryan Reynolds from improvising lines on the set of Deadpool 3 and to make it into the movie. So he's going to have to adhere to the script that was given to him, word by word, page by page, until potentially the strike is over, is when he could have a possibility of being able to do his little one-liners and quips again that made the other Deadpool movies oh so funny and just so much more, gave so much more character to the actual movies, not just the character. So these things are basically what Ryan Reynolds incorporated into every single movie. Most of them would just they'd sit there for ages, just back and forth, just hitting jokes, like when he was talking about what he looks like now. That was just back and forth. They just gave up so many, and then the best ones of what they put in the movie, and it was just all off the top of his head. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's going to be different without it, and hearing about this movie, like, I have high hopes for the movie, but it sounds like now they're doing the new Marvel formula where they're just trying to cram so much in that it's just not, I hope they don't lose themselves in the process. So it could be fun. I am very, very excited for this movie still, but if Ryan Reynolds is going to be unable to do that, I don't feel like it'll be the Deadpool we are used to, and especially with the Disney Marvel banner over it. So this is Future Kai quickly coming in to interject here on the Deadpool 3 news. So I recorded this video before this came out, but I'm going to just quickly state here. So apparently Rob Liefeld has come out and said that in post-production Ryan Reynolds may be able to ad-lib whatever he would like for the movie, as they have the mask on and you can't necessarily see what he's like saying in that, and the mouth moves in the mask to make it look like he's speaking. So this is a possibility for something that we might be able to see. So it's potential. The maybe part is what gets me there, and the possibly will be able to ad-lib, but nonetheless I thought I'd quickly throw that in. Back to Past Guy. Those are just a few things that I wanted to talk about. If you have anything else that you would like to see, make sure you comment down below. I was going to get into some other things like some DC TV news and all that type of fun stuff, but there isn't necessarily big news for all of that. It's just a lot of reminiscing for The Flash. So I'll see you all next time. Make sure you subscribe, comment, leave a like, and let's have a talk about it. What do you think of everything we just went over? If you would like to see me go more in depth on all of this, make sure you check out the Instagram and our TikTok, because I basically just give like a 3-minute TikTok to just the one topic, so we just go really in on it. So I'll see you guys all there. Thank you. Till next time. Bye.